Well, I'm fans, I'm back with another video. We're in episode 100 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush. 100. Never thought we'll see Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush go to 100 episodes. I'm not leaving this, but you know what I mean. Okay? We never thought we'll see Go Rush go to 100 episodes. But don't forget one of the reasons servers might have been ended earlier, a year earlier, was because of COVID. One of the reasons. It began in 2020, but most of it was delayed and came back later that year in 2021. And in the second year, I did 92 episodes. Though viewership was high. It was a good series. You'll definitely set up something good for the next arc, but of course they had to rush it for obvious reasons. Oh. Hey, this is a good episode. This is a good 3-part season finale. This is a good 3-part season finale. We'll begin the next arc, which begins season 3. This is an interesting duel. And something we could see a possible duel towards the end of the season, around early next year. So, as you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Seasons always end around April or 7. Since the next arc began in April, so most likely season 3 will end in around April 2025, sorry. Around that time. So most likely we'll begin some sort of finale in the next 4 months, in the next like 5 or 6 months. If it's going on for 3 years, similar to the other Yu-Gi-Oh! Since the other spin-off animes like GX, by D's, Zexo, Arc 5, and Reigns, all lasted 3 years. They all lasted 3 years. So it's well known. So mostly Go Rush does plan to end after its third year. So around early 2025. Is that a cloud? Sorry. Sorry, I was just surrounded by a fucking cloud. Something bad then. It was just a fucking cloud. Damn thing. God, scare me. It was a lot of heavy weather storms happening in the US. I got scared then. I just want to take my mind off this. So, let's just take my mind off it. So, let's get into the episode. So the episode opens up with a brief recap of the last few minutes of the previous episode. With the car being ready. As again goes over to visit Asuka. I got her name on last time. It's been a while, so I forgot. Over Asuka. Is the car ready? But she says it's going to take a while. They got a lot of heavy equipment and it's going to take quite a while. But they will soon bring back all the Belgarians that died. Yulius is definitely happy about this. They do question where Yuna is, but well, she doesn't. Asuka doesn't know. Oh, ever since basically she hasn't been the same since she looked at that video Yuga, which was early on in the story arc before they found out about her Belgian's disappearing thing. I call it the disappearance arc. This is a bittersweet arc, and it's gonna end. This final arc of season 2 is gonna end really emotionally. So yeah, and soon all about gamers will be brought back. It's so happy, even though I do feel like it does undercut the emotional deaths, the emotional ends. I am happy for them coming back, but I do think it undercuts the emotionality of the story. Character deaths can be tricky. Take Dragon Ball, for instance. Toriyama kills off characters too much and always undoes their deaths with the Dragon Balls. When he does try to set up limits, he still finds a loophole. He creates himself a loophole where every time to bring them back. So basically, you can't get emotional characters' death if the character just comes back soon, or if the character just be revived by the Dragon Balls. It kind of undercuts them, undercuts the powers of the villains because basically they die that easy. They're fucking weak. Sure, this is the first time there was ever brought characters back from the dead. Yu-Gi-Oh characters actually have died in the past. I just don't know what was. I've not seen all the seasons. I've seen like these and stuff. I've seen GX and IDs. Satan technically did die, but it's confirmed by final arc he's alive. Of course, by GX did have a similar style, but it was more dramatic. Like, Judai blamed himself for his friend's death, slowly getting in the dark corner, making him become the Supreme King for a bit, creating the Supreme King mini arc. And Dimension World, I'm going to split the Dimension World into two separate stories. This technically has two separate parts. Because then, the second part, basically part 2 of the arc, I call the Supreme Kim arc. Supreme Kim arc. Because the Supreme Kim is a threat, and it does affect July. And it does have elements on the story when July finally sets his powers to take down Yubel. So I'm going to call that Supreme Kim arc. So basically, that arc begins once again, go inside the portal to rescue Johan. I think I'll better explain this when I actually review GX. But I can see that the Dimension World arc split up into 3 parts, actually. And there's specifically 3 distinct parts of the story. The first part is about type of tournament, a special duel created by a teacher who just want to bring his son back to life, back from the dead. And just into another world where they had a lot of bad things happen. Nice escape at the cost of Johan, whatever his name is pronounced. So leading Julian again to go and rescue him, leading the third part of the story. Hence why the Viper arc, the Yubel arc, and the Supreme King arc. But I'm just gonna call them parts. I'll just do part reviews on them. Basically, part 1 ends once again accept to that dimension. Part 2 will pick up when they actually awaken that dimension. And part 3 will come when they go and rescue Johan. So, anyway, what was I? So they get excited for the Belgians to come back. Yuna was having an ACP. She talks to Yuna about it. Well, everyone else is just basically giving the tell out. Some fun moments with just some fun moments with these side characters. Like I said, one thing I just don't like about Go is just about the Rush Duel series is just a little watered down compared to the Master Duel series. The storytelling, like the mature storytelling, it's sudden death a lot. Characters put their lives on the line quite a lot. But and the villains were great in their own right. Felt like real threats most of the time, except for fellow characters. Yeah, Siegfried. Um, I don't think he didn't really feel like much of a threat when I think about it. He's just someone who hated Kaiba, and that's it. There's only that part. He doesn't feel like a big threat to the gang. He just has a car that's unstoppable, can't stop the door. He's cool, but not really much of a threat, as he doesn't even duel or protect us himself. But there are unlike Darts, Pegasus, Marek, even Yami Bakura, they feel like threats from the Duel Monster series. And they canon, and three of those are canon. Like, I'm not sure about Noah, but he does actually feel a bit threatening too. After all, he can easily take their lives at any time. But plays by the game fairly. I just realized he looks just like Kaiba. That's got me curious though. What were Kaiba and Mukuba's actual last names before they were adopted by Gozabura? Huh. Okay, now it's got me curious. The fellow did actually have the Budget Warlock did actually have a bit of canon material from the manga. The Death Tea arc, more specifically. About Kaiba's backstory. I don't know, it's mentioned a bit about the arc. Yeah, I'll be able to say that for eventual review on the story. Back to the Rush Duel. I do like the characters of Rush Duel, of Yo Severance and Go Rush. They're likable and they're fun. I'm just complaining about the storytelling. It just doesn't feel like threats. That's what I'm complaining about. That's all. I don't know. Characters are fun. I like them, and I do feel emotional when the Bulgarian deaths, especially 8.88 million Bulgarians, because sometimes it's hard to forget. Because you're beginning to forget that they actually people inside the freaking ship. It looks like a sentient drone, like a pet. It's kind of. I said this many times, by the way, my reviews about that. Oh. Oh. Anyway, after I had to get done with a card, she should get online, but it suddenly stopped. As revealed they were being hacked by Yuga. You can't let this go through. But why? Isn't everyone on the cast is seeing this? As the this is basically he's not gonna back down. That's what Yun was. Did you just hear that? Did you just hear that? Anyway, what was I? Oh yeah. Yuna was able to sense that. Yuga's determination for something. Since Yuna is compiling the Velvet Gear by himself, or as an autopilot. It's very interesting. So I mean, most of the cast taken on. With somebody with Asuka, Luke, Manya, and London just also in Luke's ship as he catches up as well. As eventually catch up to Yuga, reveals that there's something that is determined. Maybe in a way, let's bring back all about Gyros. As they looked at earlier, comparisons with Corridor, how to bring back Valkyrians. Possibility is Rush Door contains some memories. Not little memories, but more the memories of a duelist. Those who dueled. So basically all the duelists. So you lose one step and challenges you go to a Rush Door. But you decides to take over for you, yes. Although you just can't do it, otherwise he'll go too. And he's gonna be using Julius's dual disc too instead of using his own. I guess he doesn't have his dual disc anymore, so he's borrowing Julius's. So Yuga set the term solutions. As Kaizo actually points out to Yuga that his dual disc seems warm. You can tell hidden emotion in his voice. The way he speaks, you could tell there's a bit of emotion behind it. That dual disc, he's had that dual disc for quite a while. Like that dual disc, made many he has made many memories of that dual disc. Meeting his friends, doing all kinds of great characters. They get a brilliant series. They could hold a lot of sentimental value. And it's worn out for its honest use. After 2 years. It's pretty cool.
Move! I swear to God, if I fall...
I know that. So duel begins. And Yuga able to get advantage in the duel straight away. Dealing basic 600 points of damage to Yuki. His life points are pretty low now, just in the one turn. And Yuga used a new monster, Seven's Spear Magician or something. Seventh Spear Magician, I think it's called. And when it's called summoned, its name becomes Seven's Magician and deals damage with every attribute in the deals 300 points of damage with every monster attribute in the graveyard. And it usually summons a new monster. Yeah. Yugi's got something planned. So some of the two monsters with abilities to deal Yuga damage. Basically, your 1,000 points of damage declined. Because Yugi's not stupid. He knows Yugi is brave or something. As we see a card in his hand. And I immediately, even though it's Spain, I can immediately tell what card that was. But we'll see that towards the end when it's revealed. It's not even translated though, but if you watch the Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh, you know what that card is. It's a card that should never been bought, should never be made in this time. It'd be something to take rush doors from people, take rush doors away from kids forever or something. But he doesn't know on that. You can realize what's going on and quickly docks on the ship, even though duels technically are going. Maisie Asuka built as moon base preparations. She quickly warns them what's they're about coming. As imagine bring out a giant robot. So similar one Yuga will used against the Otis only back in episode 92. The final duel. So as the episode ends on the pan shot of the card Yuhi is gonna use more clearly. Monster Reborn. Which is quite interesting when you think about it. Monster Reborn has never been used in this season of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's never been used in Go Rush. I think it's been used in Sevens, but not this timeline. So if you don't know what Monster Reborn is, it's a spell card that allows you to summon a monster on either opponent's graveyards. Yes, it's a pretty powerful card, and I'll use some. That means if your opponent has a monster that was destroyed with a lot of attack points, you can summon that monster thanks to Monster Reborn. Of course, the dub changed a bit to look more different, which I actually find a little more cool, even though we don't know what it's supposed to be. But it's still cool. Surprised they already used the word reincarnation in the dub, though. Makes you by sacrificing one monster, you can summon another. That type of thing. And it's reincarnation. So yeah, Monster Reborn is a well-known card. And it seems they might make an OP card for the next story. Anyway, looks like Wait, did they actually use Maximums in this season? I can't remember, but did Go Rush actually use Maximum Summon? I don't think they did. Or they did, I just can't remember. So, mostly Season 3 will bring in a new summoning method the game must find a way to overcome. Well, it's just summoning methods we knew from the main TCG, from the main card game. You know, Master Duel stuff. So yeah, next episode of Duel continues. We'll see how that goes in episode 101. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy my content, please hit the thumbs up button. Want to see more? Subscribe channel notification bell. Be up to date all videos in the future. So you guys can get episode 101 and 102. I don't know if you want the other shows tonight because of how delayed I did it. I apologize too. But thank you. I'll see you guys later. Q Phoenix out.